It has been scorching hot here in the east of the USA, with temperatures reaching 105 degrees Fahrenheit or 41 degrees Celsius. Our AC failed right in the middle of it all. Luckily, I was able to sort it out and wanted to share how I did it. If your home AC has stopped cooling, don't panic. Before you call a technician, there are a few things you can check yourself. And one of the most common culprits is a failed run capacitor. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how I diagnosed and fixed my own unit step by step. The first thing to check is the indoor air handler. Pull out the air filter and inspect it. A clogged, dirty filter restricts airflow and can cause the evaporator coil to freeze over, which stops cooling entirely. While you're at it, check the evaporator coil itself. If you see a block of ice, you've found a problem. Turn the system to fan-only mode and let it thaw completely before moving on. Next, head outside to the condenser unit. This is the large box sitting outside your house. Look and listen. If the condenser fan is not spinning, or if the compressor is humming but nothing is running, that's a strong sign the run capacitor has failed. Open the side panel of the condenser unit to access the electrical components inside. What you're looking for is the motor run capacitor, a cylindrical component with wires connected to it. A motor run capacitor is completely sealed. Any oil on the outside means the internal seal has failed. Combined with a bulging top, that's a definitive sign the capacitor has reached the end of its life. My unit had all three signs: a bulging top, oil leaking from the top, and it was the original Gentech capacitor, likely over 10 years old. Before you touch anything, safety first. Turn off the breaker at your electrical panel and pull the outdoor disconnect, a small box mounted on the wall near the condenser. Then use a multimeter to verify that power is truly off before proceeding. Now, before you remove the old capacitor, you need to discharge it. Even with power off, a capacitor can hold a dangerous charge. Place a 20 kilo resistor across the terminals for several seconds to safely bleed off any stored energy. In a pinch, many technicians use an insulated screwdriver to short the C terminal to fan and then C to Herm, but using a resistor is gentler and safer. Once discharged, take a photo of the wiring before you disconnect anything. Then transfer the wires one terminal at a time from the old capacitor to the new one. My replacement was a Titan HD, a direct match in capacitance and voltage rating to the original Gentech. Make sure every push-on connector seats firmly. If any terminal feels loose, crimp the connector slightly with pliers before reinstalling. While you have the panel open, take a moment to inspect the surrounding components. Since the old capacitor had been leaking, it's worth checking the contactor contacts for any pitting or burn marks, listening to the fan motor for any wobble or rough bearings, and looking at the compressor terminals for signs of overheating. A failed capacitor is often the only problem, but if the system has been struggling to start repeatedly with a weak capacitor, a quick inspection now can save you from a second repair call later. Close the panel, restore power, and turn the system back on. Within seconds, the condenser fan should start spinning immediately. You should then hear the compressor come on, a deeper, lower hum underneath the fan noise. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you should feel cold air coming from your indoor vents. Replacing a run capacitor is one of the most common and accessible AC repairs a homeowner can do. The part typically costs between $20 and $50, and with the right precautions, the job takes less than 30 minutes. If your system is blowing warm air and you've ruled out the filter and frozen coil, open that panel and check the capacitor. You might be surprised how simple the fix is. We're back in business. The fan of the outside unit is working. After changing this unit here, the capacitor, it's a dual capacitor. It's working perfectly. It wasn't working before. So I guess we've sorted our problem out. Great stuff. That was a piece that cost $25 from Home Depot.